Welcome to this session. It has been a very busy time for us, and I tried something very new for me. I wanted to tell you about it. I believe it's been successful beyond any hope that I had. You know that, at least if you've been watching my previous videos, you know that I have used frequencies and that I believe that they are effective. You also know that I've used symbols. I don't know if I've told you about my interest in sound. There are websites that discuss the ancient Spherot, S-P-H-E-R-O-T, tones, some 10 of them. And I was wondering if they could be helpful in the healing methods we are doing. And I found a really sweet freeware application called SBAGEN, which I compiled on my computer, and it runs. It's designed to produce tones that have beat frequencies, but hey, I don't have to use those beat frequencies, and I think I don't want them. And my last several sessions have been a combination of simultaneous frequencies, looking at a symbol, listening to that tone, one of those Spherot tones, all at once. And finally, a fourth thing, doing some extremely slow, gentle movements. Now, it's just like the frequencies. Nobody told me which ones to use. Nobody told me which movements to use. Things like putting the arm out and reaching, or something like that, whatever feels right. Some are leg movements, some are arm movements, sometimes I'm twisting the body. So we have all four going on at once. I am by now convinced this is the right way to do what I want to do. And I want to recommend it to you. It's not that hard. You need one program which will allow the ordinary loudspeakers in the computer to play these tones, and the SPAGEN, S-P-A-G-E-N program will do that. I need a program which will allow the signal generator to create its signal, and that's available probably from the manufacturer of whatever generator you use. I know that I have one that works. Some kind of symbol generator, which I use Inkscape, and these are simple symbols like equilateral triangles and circles. We've talked about them. You've even got a previous video that shows you a little about those. And now finally the movements, I don't know what to tell you, except that instead of being knocked out, I found myself better able to focus, and pretty surprised at the dramatic results. Here is one example. It was obvious the last time I went to work out on a treadmill. You could hear me wheezing all over the room. It was loud, and it slowed me down, pretty obviously. And I decided for myself to do a session 3 days later, when I went down to the exercise room, it was gone. No wheezing. That quick. Now, yesterday, I did a session in which one of the items listed there was a large parasite. Now, why am I saying large parasite? Because if I have something like a tapeworm or a fluke or one of these biggies in my body, they have to give me the frequencies. That's part of the bargain, I guess. If I ask for them, they're there. But if they know I'm going to use them, I think they can program me to reject them. So instead, my database just says large parasite. It doesn't specify which it is, so they don't have any warning. Did it work? My body says for the first time it worked perfectly and completely. It is hard to get rid of those things. I've had that listing in my program now for 6 years. I've tried it any number of times. It hasn't worked well. I'll tell you how well it worked this time. I did it before I went to church. After I got home from church, Ellie, my wife, suggested that I do another session. And I realized when she said it that she was right. That session turned out to include the tuberculosis microbe. Apparently something in my deep lung. And it must have crawled out of the large parasite when it died, because the infection, I don't know, but it was much more obvious. And in fact, if you can hear the stuff being pulled up from my lungs right now in my voice, this is part of the results. My body is saying that the sessions with the combination of all 4 items is absolutely, miraculously more effective. I do recommend it. And it's not that hard to engineer. I suspect you can do it too. Good luck to you. We'll talk again. Bye now.